You've probably heard the phrase data is the new oil a million times, but what does that really mean? Well, it's not about just collecting barrels of it and sitting on it. It's about turning that data into an engine that can drive smart, automated actions. Today, we're going to break down exactly how that happens.
Look, every single day we are creating an absolutely unbelievable amount of data. It's pouring in from our phones, from social media, from sensors in our cars, on airplanes, you name it. And this whole big data explosion is a massive opportunity, for sure. But it's also a huge challenge, right? How do you turn all of that noise into a clear signal? How do we actually convert all this raw information into real, tangible value?
So the first step is just recognizing what we're even working with. And what we're working with is enterprise data. You have to start thinking of this as your organization's single greatest competitive asset. And that is a huge shift in thinking. For years, we saw data as just a digital filing cabinet, right? A record of what happened. Now we see it as a strategic resource that can tell us what's about to happen.
Okay, so if data is this incredible asset, how do we cash in on it? Well, it all starts with one fundamental shift in your mindset. You have to separate how you look at the past from how you plan to act on the future. Let's dig into that difference.
And this brings us to a really crucial distinction. On one side, you've got business intelligence, or BI. This is your classic dashboard, your reports. It's all about looking in the rearview mirror, answering the question, how did we do last quarter? But on the other side, you have analytics. This is forward-looking. It's all about prediction and ultimately automation. It answers a way more powerful question. Okay, so what should we do next?
Now, making that leap from the past to the future, it doesn't just happen by accident. It turns out there's a really clear roadmap for getting there. Think of it like a ladder that your organization can climb to get more and more value from its data. And this roadmap has a name. It's called the information continuum.
This whole journey really unfolds in four main stages. First up is reporting. This is just simply what happened. Then you climb along to analysis. This is where you start digging into why it happened. Then comes the big leap to prediction. What's going to happen next? And finally, you reach the top, the ultimate goal, automation, where your systems decide what you should do and then just do it.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what does climbing this ladder actually look like in the real world? How are different industries applying this right now to solve real, tangible problems? Let's look at a few examples. All right, let's take healthcare. A huge challenge for any hospital is managing the emergency room. So what they're doing is analyzing tons of historical patient data to build a predictive model. Now, when a patient is about to be discharged, that model can spit out a probability score, a prediction of how likely they are to come back. If that score is high, a nurse can be assigned to follow up, to ensure they get managed care and prevent a costly, unnecessary return visit.
Or how about HR? Employee turnover, especially with new hires, is a massive cost. So HR departments are now using analytics to predict which new employees are at a high risk of leaving. The model crunches data from their background, the interview process, their role, everything. And if an employee gets flagged as high risk, their manager can be alerted to proactively check in, address any concerns, and hopefully help them become a happy, long-term team member.
Imagine this for a second. What if you could spot a potential defect before a product even leaves the factory? By analyzing data straight from the production line, the exact components used, the machine settings, even which shift it was built on, manufacturers can predict the probability that a specific unit is going to end up as a warranty claim. And if a product is flagged as high risk, it can be pulled for extra inspection, saving a fortune in costs down the road.
And of course, there's the classic finance example we've all experienced, credit scores. At its core, that's all a credit score is. It's the output of this exact process. These models analyze your financial history to predict the probability that you might default on a loan. It's not just some random number, it's a prediction that directly drives the decision to lend you money.
Okay, so in every single one of those examples, a model gives us a prediction, a score, a probability. But a number by itself doesn't actually do anything. So what? An insight is completely useless if you don't have a clear, consistent, and scalable plan to act on it. And this, right here, is where most data initiatives completely fall apart. It's the most important step. And this is where something called a decision strategy becomes absolutely critical. The best way to think about it is as an automated rulebook. It's the if this, then that logic that connects the prediction from the model to an actual, concrete business action. It translates that risk score into a decision, like approve, reject, or send for review.
And here is a super simple but really powerful example of what that looks like in practice. The analytics model gives you the default probability. The decision strategy is the set of rules that acts on it. So if the probability is over 62%, boom, the loan is automatically rejected. If it's in that gray area, say between 28 and 62%, the system automatically requests a cosigner. And if it's low, under 28%, it's approved on the spot. See what happened? The human is taken out of the simple repetitive decisions, which frees them up to focus on the truly complex ones.
And that is the real game changer here. This whole approach, it empowers everyone to become a knowledge worker. You don't need to be a data scientist who understands the deep math of the model. You just need to be able to apply the knowledge that the system gives you through these decision strategies. It lets people execute their jobs with a whole new level of data-driven insight. All right, so let's boil all this down to the key takeaways. First, start treating your data like the competitive asset it is. Second, make that mental shift from always asking how did we do to asking what should we do. Third, use the information continuum. Report, analyze, predict, automate as your roadmap. And finally, and this is the most critical part, always remember that a prediction is completely worthless without a decision strategy to turn that insight into automatic action.
So I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. Take a second and think about your own team or your own company. Where are you on this journey? Are you still mostly just reporting on the past? Or are you starting to climb that ladder towards predicting and automating the future?
Hey, thanks so much for sticking with me. If this helps you connect the dots on how to really turn data into action, do me a favor and hit that like button. Share it with someone who might find it useful, and subscribe for more explainers just like this one. We'll see you in the next one.